Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, Adler and I talk about you all the time. Surgical procedure, EX27, FDA approved from M&M Dental in Brooklyn. Call today at 718-853-5775. Servicing Julie Vaughn is our editor, Justin Schrager is our editor. I'm Sonia Rincon.
All the time. This is Take and Win. You give us 22 minutes. Now, clear skies, it is 6 o'clock. I'm Barry Mullins, and here's what's happening tonight. Red Boston says we'll be heading back into the classroom for in-person learning. That's 5 days a week. I've been studying at the kitchen table for months, so now you won't have to navigate around the call center. We got the vaccine, so now let's do it here. CDC finally releasing those new post-vaccination guidelines telling Americans what they can or cannot do after they got their COVID shot. Ex-President Trump here this week to figure out what's become of his namesake company as he and his business associates remain in the crosshairs of multiple investigations by state prosecutors. And Mayor de Blasio pushing back against the Times food critic. Our bagels calling fudgy and looking like Labrador puppies curled up after an afternoon nap. No, he did. Yes, he did. Dead 10 winds AccuWeather tonight, clear to partly cloudy, dropping to a low of 38 degrees.
This is Andrew O'Day of Bloomberg. Spending bill celebration locked horns with tech sell-off pressure, and we end up with a two-tone market. Dow jumps 306, NASDAQ falls 311.
When's news time 6:01 from your traffic center tonight. Here is Greg Wright.
Well, here's the ride in Brooklyn. It's bad both ways on the BQE westbound side. Just loaded up from the LI all the way on down towards the Prospect Expressway. Eastbound slows getting up towards the area of Atlantic Avenue. Now, the Belt Parkway, it's been bad all day both ways, and here's the latest. Eastbound jams up from Knapp Street over towards Erskine Street. Westbound slows down from right around the area of Flatbush Avenue all the way on back towards Cropsey Avenue. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. En route to the inbound George, mostly everything is good, but not Route 4. Eastbound side, getting over to Grand Avenue, you got a rollover. 2 lanes are knocked out. Westbound, the emergency response and rubbernecking.
Welcome back. Yeah, some kind of communication connection today, Wendy. Hopefully, I'm on the way home from Brooklyn. I'm gonna stop, get a chicken souvlaki. Chicken souvlaki platter. You know what is this? It's a Greek dish. It has a French fries, salad, little bit of everything. Ooh, ooh. So what? I missed it. A flower, a snake. A Lambo, what kind of tattoo? You want to put my phone number if you get lost, somebody you call me, return to the owner. La cocina, la casina, la cocina, la benzina, la gasolina. Sure. La cocina, la benzina.
30 in the suburbs, and then tomorrow becoming much milder. Sunshine for the most part, a high of 60 here in the city. But inland suburbs could reach the mid-60s, while coastal communities only reach the 50s. Tomorrow night will be clear with a low of 41, Wednesday still mostly sunny and mild.
La cocina, la benzina, la gasolina, la molina, la bondina. Ice cream,
wrongful death and civil rights violations. Prude is the black man who died after being restrained by police during a mental health episode. The family says the Rochester PD and the city violated Prude's constitutional rights, calling it an attempted cover-up. Well, a grand jury declined in February to bring criminal charges against the officers involved. The 41-year-old Mr. Prude died in March of last year, several days after police, whom Prude's brother actually called to help, put a spit hood over his head. And that's something, in case you're wondering, that they put over an arrested person's head to keep him from spitting in cases, when they had to deal with that. And they put a spit hood over his head and then pressed his naked body to the ground until he stopped breathing. Police initially described his death as a drug overdose, but the ME listed his death as a homicide caused by complications of asphyxia in the setting of physical restraint. Ex-President Trump has left his Florida home at Mar-a-Lago. Back in New York City, he arrived at Trump Tower last night. Source telling the Daily News, the former president recently expressed interest in re-engaging with the Trump organization. It's not clear what role he played, but he reportedly mentioned it. He heads back to Florida tomorrow. Wednesday, time 6:09.
Dr. Andrea Russo, a cardiologist. Maybe you're waiting to talk to your doctor right now. But if you're having an irregular heartbeat, heart
La cocina, la benzina. Caccini, caccini, caccini.
Ways to help grow and protect your wealth, from year-round tax-smart guidance to finding the balance between risking reward across small investments. Schedule an appointment to learn more about Fidelity's one-on-one approach to wealth management. Fidelity.com/wealth. Investment in owned by Fidelity Partnership, LLC. Now, in Memphis and need of self-storage, visit StorageBlue.com for the cheapest self-storage. Wednesday time, 6:10. Traffic and AccuWeather is next.
As we prepare for the tough winter and the next wave of the COVID-19 pandemic, New York Blood Center is working on building a nation's supply of convalescent plasma to treat patients with serious or immediately life-threatening COVID-19 infections. Mail to AIG's local asset management holdings corp, reference number G46AIG, attention Lisa Goldner, 175 Water Street, New York, New York, 10038.
What's this time? Welcome to the traffic center now. Here is Red Rock.
Continues to be bad in both directions. Westbound side stacked up from the Long Island Expressway all the way on back towards the Prospect. Really a breakdown that made this worse than it should be as long gone. But the damage is done. Outside of Closeville Prospect, right up to the Brooklyn Bridge again, and up to the Kosciuszko Bridge. Elsewhere in the borough, starting to get better, but still slower than you'd like on the Bell side or way westbound from right around Knapp Street over to Klopsky Avenue, eastbound, getting back towards Erskine Street. Long Island Expressway leads eastbound, far from living up to that name. It's a crawl from Detroit all the way on up to Clearview, Grand Central, eastbound, extra tough. Camp out with LaGuardia, and one day it'll be nice on that Grand Central Parkway. We are not there yet.
going down to 38. I'm at 11 Rollins Sign Upset on New York's Cluster Station and 10 miles. A new push to protect free speech on the nation's college campuses. New Van Jim Casula explains.
Some 200 college educators nationwide have formed what's being called the Academic Freedom Alliance. It's intended to help clear up teachers safe and trustful truth without fear of sanctions, intimidation, or punishment. Members of the alliance have come across the primitive
Okay, people, see you tomorrow. Thank you. Sunshine is here. Like a Scrooge, sunshine, windy. On the way to Manhattan. Yeah, tomato time. I'll leave it until I get to Manhattan.
Tier 1 customers can drive a new Hyundai today with just $68 down. 800-951-4221. Like a new Hyundai Tucson, just $68 down. Or a new Hyundai Santa Fe, only $68 down. Even a new Hyundai Palisade with only $68 down. Call now. 800-951-4221. And all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance, and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Call Credit Solutions for a pre-approval today. 800-951-4221.
Alexa, where's my Elmo?
951-4221 or HudsonHyundai.com.
I did not find any matching items for Elmo from the last 30 days.
Okay, it's in the trunk. I have to get it off the trunk. I lock him up. I put him in timeout. I put Elmo in the trunk. Alexa, Elmo is in the trunk. He was misbehaving. I put him in the trunk of the car. When I stop, I get him out. I put him timeout. Yeah, we have a talking Elmo. It was talking non-stop, like a radio.
Guidelines on how to act, what to do, and what not to do if you've already got your COVID-19 shot. That NYC investigation continues tonight after two cops were fired on last night in Brooklyn. One of them getting grazed in the leg, the other saved by his Kevlar vest. Al Jones is on that one. And the Royals are probably soaking in, let's see what time is it? Yeah, soaking in that interview last night with Harry and Meghan. And to say it was explosive is an understatement. It'll be interesting to see how they respond to this. Said there was active weather clear to partly cloudy tonight, dropping to a low of 38 degrees.
This is Andrew O'Day. Bloomberg vaccination and COVID bill progress helped push some of Wall Street higher. The Dow rallied 306, but tech stocks tumbled. Nasdaq down 311.
West News Time 621. And from your traffic center tonight, here is Greg Rice.
Now we go to Brooklyn. We're here from some wazers. That's how you say that. About a crash on the westbound belt getting out towards Gas Street. It has been one thing after another. And Brooklyn all evening long. This is the latest along line. The eastbound belt stays slow all the way up.
Chubby Chambe, Chubby Chambe, Chubby Chambe, Chambe. Chubby Chambe.
to bring high school back and bring it back strong, and of course to bring it back safely.
Parents, get ready. You know they're going to be hitting you up for some new tennis shoes and jeans and all, because sitting around the house for the last several months, albeit working in the system, put on weight of, pound or two or whatever. Anyway, you already know the middle school is already in session. Yeah, sure we can do about the 488 high schoolers. Well, that's been solved now. So March 22nd is our date. This will include some 55,000 kids in grades 9 through 12 who had opted for in-person learning. Mayor said it was time, because being locked down for so long, a lot of kids were being, felt
Continue on Canal Street.
These new guidelines came out today from the CDC that we've been waiting for. That is for people who have been vaccinated against the coronavirus already. Folks want to know, can I go see grandma? Can I hang out with friends or whatever without wearing a mask? CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky with the answer now.
Fully vaccinated people can visit with unvaccinated people from one other household, indoors, without wearing masks or physical distancing, as long as the unvaccinated people and any unvaccinated
Well,
members
this
of their
bridge
household
just one
are
time,
not
because it was
at high risk for
Brooklyn
severe
Bridge couple
COVID-19
time, but
disease.
Manhattan
Fair
Bridge just
enough.
one
And for
time.
clarity, the health agency defines fully vaccinated, listen to me real big, as those who have gotten both shots and you're 2 weeks past your second dose or 2 weeks past that single dose of Johnson & Johnson.
Canal Street, Chinatown.
The event was closed to reporters, but ministers were invited to urge people of color to get the vaccine. Mayor de Blasio once again took the opportunity of his daily briefing to question the governor's effectiveness.
Fewer and fewer people believe the governor, and that's a very sad state of affairs for our state.
His Honor declined to answer whether he might run for the state's highest office. Juliet Papa, 1010 Witness News.
Wednesday time, 6:26. Now Bloomberg Money Watch with Andrew O'Day.
Fleeting glimpses of pre-pandemic life returning gave quite a lift to at least Strickland from Wall Street today. There's a man new record high. California's announcement late Friday it would allow theme parks to reopen in April for the first time since the start of the pandemic. Although it will be only at 15% capacity to start. But the start. Enjoyment returning to the movies over the weekend, although also at tight capacity limits. Health shares of AMC Entertainment rise to a record. The Wall Street weighed in on the first passage of the $1.9 trillion spending bill. Shares of other companies hard hit by the health and restaurants also rallied, and that helped the Dow rally 306. The tech stocks sat this one out entirely. Shares of companies including Apple, Google, and Facebook tumbled, and the Nasdaq tumbled 311. S&P 500 slid back 21. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Andrew O'Day. 1010 wins.
Now this message, come to McDonald's today and enjoy 2 Filet-O-Fish sandwiches for just $6. What's this time, 6:27? Attention savvy investors. Are you looking to hedge against inflation and receive steady monthly cash flow? How about the safety and security of a real estate investment without the hassle of being a landlord? Maybe you should cash out of some stock market risk and volatility and take some money off the table. Instead, receive 10% annualized monthly payouts with bonuses targeted to 21%. NRI is an industry-leading real estate development firm with 15th year construction.
Yeah, can you make the chicken souvlaki plater? Pickup?
Yes, a little pickup.
Pickup.
All right.
You're on 23rd Street.
Yes,
Yeah.
15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, don't cut the pita and couple more extra the white sauce.
All right.
Thank you.
turn for help. Listen closely to see how you can cut down or quit drinking completely.
Yeah,
The research
just
proven
order
studies
the
of New York
souvlaki
State
Greek
Psychiatric
dish,
Institute and Columbia
15
University Irving
minutes
Medical Center are offering free confidential
on the way home
individual
to pick
treatment
it
for
up.
alcohol use. They are equipped
Because
with the latest
MJ
telehealth
lazy,
technology
not in the mood to
conduct
cook
studies
today.
remotely and are enforcing state
He's in a lazy
COVID-19
mode.
protocols for in-office visits. When you're in the program, you'll receive free medical and psychological evaluations, outpatient treatment visits, and they will even cover
Lacos.
www.freetreatmentnyc.com or call or text 212-923-3031 and make an appointment for a free evaluation. 212-923-3031. It's your very time to keep in hand. It's joy, it's freedom, and it's crunch from 100% with Nature Valley Oats and Honey Crunchy Granola Bars. You know better outside.
The department cloudy tonight with a low of 38 on this Monday night. Tomorrow becoming much milder. Sunshine for the most part. We'll get to a high of 60 degrees. Inland suburbs could reach the mid-60s even. Tomorrow night clear with a low of 41 around here. And then going over the hump Wednesday, it'll be mostly sunny and mild. High of 56. Thursday, much of the same. Partly sunny, breezy, and warmer with a high of 66 degrees. Don't you love it? But 42 and clear right now in Central Park. Good evening, I'm Larry Mullins. West News Time. Back to over.
Good evening, I'm Sonia Rincon. We're learning more about the shooting of a police officer in Brooklyn last night. The images and sounds of how it all went down were recorded.
It was a 911 call of a man shot that brought the NYPD to 42 Hawthorne Street in Crown Heights. A man with a blanket over his shoulder greeting them from the top of the stairs.
Did you call? Yeah, I gave you a call. What's going on?
Within seconds, the man pulled a .38 from under the blanket. An officer's vest absorbed one bullet. Another officer grazed in the leg. Both of them are okay. Chief of Detectives Rodney Harrison says ESU was brought in,
Who were able to safely remove the perpetrator from the apartment without any incident.
The gunman's roommate was shot in the leg. That's the reason for the initial 911 call. He's in the hospital. Al Jones, 1010 WINS News.
WINS News Time, 6:31. Traffic and transit on the ones expanded for the ride home, and here's Greg Rice.
Well, here's the BQE westbound side, a slow go from the Long Island Expressway all the way on down towards the area of the Prospect. Eastbound BQE bunched up, getting up towards the area of the Battery Call. Now, here's what you
La
need to know about
cocina, la benzina.
northbound west side, up on Deegan, the easiest escape routes from the city. Back in New Jersey, the outbound 8095 express lane during 71 and Englewood. You got a crash knocking out the right lane, so right off of the outbound George, you stay local, you stay faster. Lincoln and Holland into the city, they're fine. Outbound side of the Lincoln's okay. The outbound Holland has ballooned back up for at least 30 minutes out of lower Manhattan. Grand Central continues to struggle either way through the Kew Gardens interchange. Westbound Delphi got a wreck in broken over at Knapp Street, flowing you down from Flatbush Avenue. The eastbound side will bunch up from east of Flatbush Avenue, getting all the way on back to Cross Bay Boulevard. Here's what we see on Long Island, Big Three. It's not much. Long Island Expressway, Northern State Parkway, Southern State Parkway, all in pretty good shape, east and west, through Napa and Suffolk County. In a jam, call the Barnes Firm traffic tip line at 844 Jam 1010. Traffic sponsored by the Barnes Firm. I'm Greg Rice. Our next report is 641 on 1010 West.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash, choosing the right firm is crucial to get the help you need and the best result possible.
Wednesday time, 6:32. Now the 1010 WINS AccuWeather Extragen 4-day forecast. And here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
California, we have a mostly clear sky right now. Temperatures in the low to mid-40s. Not much of a breeze this evening either, and we'll see a clear to partly cloudy sky through the night. The low down to 38 in the city, near 30 in some suburbs. Turning out much milder tomorrow. Well, sunshine for the most part. A 60 in the city. It's about a 15-degree jump from today. Some northern and western suburbs, as you get away from the water, up into the mid-60s tomorrow afternoon. Clear tomorrow night, low 41, and mostly sunny and mild for Wednesday. Especially inland, we could be battling a sea breeze. Today, that's 56. Partly sunny, breezy, and warmer. So Thursday, high 66. And then Friday, a cold front comes through with clouds and some sun. There could be a shower. Still warm, though, with gusty
mostly breeze. Friday's high 68. It does look chillier heading into
Follow the
weekend.
money
42
trail.
degrees right now. It's
That's
clear.
what they
Midtown
say,
is only
follow
down
the
to
money
38
trail.
tonight. I'm Master Weather Meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 WED.
What's up, Wendy? Going to sleep? Wendy, I need to sing your lullaby song. Where are you going to sleep? Wendy, Wendy, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wish I know where you are. Wendy, up in the sky, like a shine, like a diamond, like in the star. Wendy, Wendy, going to sleep, shine like a diamond in the star. Good night, Wendy, good night. Good night then. Good night then. Sleep tight. Alexa, tell good night to Wendy. Alexa, say good night.
I'm not sure.
Alexa, good night.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Oh, Wendy, she said good night. Sleep tight. Alexa, good night again.
Good night. Sleep tight.
You heard that, Wendy? She said good night. Sleep tight. The cuckoo guy. He's a kiki guy. There's a lot of kiki guy out there. Good night then. Sleep tight. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Wendy tired. She worked hard today. She has a lot of laundry. 1,000 pillows, 1,000 towels, 1,000 bed sheets. She used fancy name, tight. This was the sleep tight. She used the fancy laundry detergent. She used the most expensive one. John, don't use the cheap one. Good night. Ooh. Good night. Ooh. Good night, Miguel Gonzalez. Good night. Ooh. Everybody going to sleep. What happened? Everybody tired today? You had enough today? That's suspicious that Miguel and Wendy going out to sleep together. That sounds suspicious. I don't like it. They both say good night same time. It's suspicious to me. Something fishy here. Very nice. How much? The chicken souvlaki is maybe $20. Chicken souvlaki platter. It's come with not move. Police. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Police, do not move. Pull over. Good night. Good night then. Good night then. Shashanat Yaakov. Once a while. Chubby, chubby, chubby. Grubhub, DoorDash, delivery. Ooh, ooh. Babagina, babalabos. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. This is the Malibu Fancy Restaurant. All the way up. Malibu Diner. All the way up. Yeah, arrived. So thank you everybody. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I'm gonna pick up my dinner and we're gonna go home. See you mañana. Special thanks to Sunshine, my dear love, Sunshine. Wendy Clowley, Uncle Scrooge. Time arrived. This time not to buy one tomato, to pick up the dinner. Then we're gonna go home, sweet home. So peace and love, peace and love. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, mañana. Another episode of the Lambo Show. Keep the drama for your mama.